saving power. I fell on my knees and cried to him there. Oh, merciful Savior, hear a lost sinner's prayer. Oh, merciful Savior, hear a lost sinner's prayer. What a wonderful moment, what a glorious time. The day I met Jesus, I'm his and he is mine. Blinded eyes are now open, I can see the light of day. What a great jubilation, the night I got saved. When I got up, I knew I'd been changed. I knew my whole life had been rearranged. Now the one you knew then is not the one you see now. I was lost and I was searching, but thank God I've been found. When I got up, I knew I'd been changed. I knew my whole life had been rearranged. And the one you knew then is not the one you see now. I was lost and I was searching. I was lost and I was searching. Thank God I know I've been found.
Have you prayed for a loved one struggling hard with pain? You asked the Lord for healing, but that healing never came. And in spite of all your efforts, the good Lord called them home. It's hard to let go when you're trying to hold on. Now you're down in the valley, looking up to the sky, and you're praying, Lord, you know what's best, but I don't understand why. If you could hear your loved one speaking now to you, they'd say, you wouldn't be grieving if you only knew.
If you only knew, I'm just going home. Your prayers have been answered. My sickness is gone. Things look much better from heaven's view. The sun always shines. We're having a time. If you only knew.
Absent from the body is present with the Lord. I'm in the arms of Jesus now, and I'm not suffering anymore. Hand in hand we'll stroll together down heaven's avenue, and we're having a big celebration. If you only knew.
If you only knew, I'm just going home. Your prayers have been answered. My sickness is gone. having a time if you only knew. Things look much better from heaven's view. The sun always shines, we're having a time if you only knew.
Across the sea, where loved ones wait and crowns are given, and the hills of home keep calling me. This house of flesh is but a and hearts are free, and from the throne my Savior beckons, and the hills of home are calling me. This house of flesh is but a its resurrection ground. We gather together to say our goodbyes to our precious loved one. Oh, how our hearts ached inside. Then we went to the place where they lowered their body down. Some call it a grave, good resurrection ground. Resurrection ground. No more graves allowed. We'll meet them in the air. No more parting there. With Jesus we'll be for all eternity. This is not the end. It's resurrection ground. We come here often where our loved ones lay. It seems like yesterday we joined hands to pray. How sweet it would be if we were standing round when this cold grave turns to resurrection ground. Resurrection ground. No more graves allowed. We'll meet them in the air. No more parting there. With Jesus we'll be for all eternity. This is not the end. It's resurrection ground. Resurrection ground. No more graves allowed. We'll meet them in the air. No more parting there. With Jesus we'll be for all eternity. This is not the end. It's resurrection ground. This is not the end. It's resurrection ground.
Oh, I'm just not myself, although I look the same. The portrait that I used to be is in a different frame. I feel this sudden strength, but I'm as helpless as a child. And you may see me grinning like it's going out of style. The things I used to treasure just get in the way. The people I once hated, I love them more each day. The frown I'm used to wearing has been turned upside down since Jesus came into my heart and turned my life around. He lives in me. He lives in me. He lives in me. He lives in me. He bought me with a price, now I'm no longer in my own. My life is His kingdom, my heart is His throne. He lives in me. He lives in me. He lives in me. He lives in me. The King of all heaven and earth is living in me. Now even when I'm tempted, good and evil are at war. The battle's getting harder than it's ever been before. Oh, I know where my strength lies, I can't do it on my own. Then I get reinforcement, cause I'm never left alone. He lives in me. He lives in me. He lives in me. He lives in me. He bought me with a price, now I'm no longer in my own. My life is His kingdom, my heart is His throne. He lives in me. He lives in me. lost, now I no longer am my own. My life is His kingdom, my heart is His throne. He lives in me. He lives in me. He lives in me. He lives in me. The King of all heaven and earth is living in me. Yes, the King of all heaven and earth is living in me.
open door, and when my Roman's o'er, I'm going back home. There's a mother daily praying, waiting for my homeward straying, to that little pine log cabin, nevermore to roam. I want to see the children playing by the weeping willow straying, hear my mother softly praying, while the mockingbird sings so sweetly. How my weary heart is yearning, just to be again returning to that little pine log cabin in the land of my dreams. There's a little lamplight shining, there's a little trail a-winding, down a little valley to the little cabin, peaceful and still. Honeysuckle vines are growing, and I know I'll soon be the foot of the hill. I want to see the children playing by the weeping willow straying. Hear my mother softly praying while the mockingbird sings
so sweetly.
how my weary heart is yearning just to be again returning to that little pine log cabin in the land of my dreams. I want to see the children playing by the weeping willow straying. Hear my mother softly praying while the mockingbird sings
So sweetly.
how my weary heart is yearning just to be again returning to the little pine log